This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast for the week of 30th of July till the 5th of August, yes. This is for all star signs, because what we do is we have a look at the overarching, the big energies that will touch on all of your lives in some way. For some of you, this could be the whole story for the following week. For others of you, maybe just one or two of the things apply. So if you'd like a personal or private reading, or that genuinely, absolutely amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. So we'll start with relationship, we move up to your guidance reading, and then finish up with the fated elements that you'll be looking at in the following week. So relationships, this applies to any important relationship. Even though I've used the romance angel cards, even if it's just a platonic partnership, these energies can still apply. So you get make the effort, very soon, true love, trust, and past life experience. Make the effort says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Very soon says, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. True love says, this is a romance of a lifetime. Trust says, the situation is calling for you to have faith. And past life relationships, you have known each other before. There is a Venus-Pluto trine associated with the eclipse, which is the Friday, the 27th. As you know, the energy from eclipses lasts fairly long. Anything from 2 weeks, which is when their major force comes through, up to 6 months when the sort of partner eclipse occurs. Because of the Venus trine Pluto, I'm inclined to feel the energy for those of you that are very focused on relationship can be transformed. Pluto is the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's transformation. It's the Tower card, I think, in the tarot deck. It has that feeling. So you can get that true love you're looking for, but it is the but. Hey, we hate the but part, don't we? Oh, we don't hate it, but there is, I think, in the next 2 weeks especially, but also up to a 6 month space. But the 2 weeks is when the main sort of action will be taking place. The potential for huge transformation within relationships. This is how I feel that energy. I feel the messages and the energy coming through with that because of this being an eclipse and that trine. It's in Aquarius and it's going to be different for different star signs, exactly how it plays out. But there is a sort of a core energy to me that will be playing out. And that's the messages that I get with this eclipse. That make the effort very soon, true love, trust, past life relationships. So where any relationship is concerned, you are going to have to step up to the plate. If you're looking for new relationships, get out there, socialize, be with people. If someone shows you a little bit of attention, don't sit there like a wallflower, actually respond to it. Deciding what you want is such an important factor. And I know we think, well, I have decided what I want. But if we're a little bit reticent and we're remembering past relationships and we're worrying about future relationships, then the deciding is very wishy-washy. You understand what I'm saying? Because true love is definitely an option. We have to trust the road to true love, though. That is what the trust card is about. It's going to be a little rocky. There's eclipses and Pluto involved here, so I'm going to say it straight out. It's going to be a bit rocky. But trust where it ends you up. Past life relationship, it comes up as the final card. Why that card comes up, I feel, and the sort of the whole feeling of the energy is, it's old energy. It's an old relationship. There is old attachments, connections, bonds there. So that's also, I think, the whole Pluto thing, you know, transformation. It's an old energy, an old relationship that will transform your life, or it's time it was transformed. That's the message I'm getting. The same applies to partnerships. The same applies to if you're looking for someone now. This is the kind of relationship you're going to get into now. It is true love, though. And it's going to happen pretty soon. You're going to have to trust the road that it leads you or takes you. You're going to have to put your bit into it. You're going to have to make your effort. I kind of feel we're going to be dealing very greatly in these relationships with our belief systems. And I keep talking about our belief systems. Anyway, I will discuss more of that as the readings come up over the next few months. So if we look at your guidance cards, this can be guidance for any area of your life. Any area of your life that you're very focused on at the moment. There's the Eight of Fire, the Ace of Water, the Ace of Fire, the Queen of Air, the Empress. Quite a powerful lineup of cards this, despite the fact, well, there is one major arcana, but still, you have two aces in here. And the way this lineup runs and what it says. Because the Eight of Fire says things now gain momentum. It's quite interesting because Mars is retrograde at the moment and is until, I think, late in August, isn't it? But it seems as if the energies are building up despite that, probably because of the eclipses. So it's as if things start sort of slowly taking off and then they just gain more and more momentum. They gain more traction and they really take off after that. And that Ace of Water says this abundance of feeling attached to it, and it's positive feeling. It's kind of like we open our heart centers, and because of that, it just accelerates the motion of what's happening. And that Ace of Fire says it's inspired action. So it's sort of inspired transformation due to action. So even though I said in a relationship reading that transformation will take place, and sometimes transformation is not comfortable, it's as if the discomfort does not worry you this time. You know, it's as if the discomfort is just part of you knowing that you're going to get to the goal. That Queen of Air says you have set healthy boundaries. You know what you will accept and what you won't, what is good for you, what is right for you, and what isn't. And you don't allow that boundary to be stepped over any longer. And because of all of this, that Empress, the final card, says you have very fertile ground to plant the seeds of your future. You have set those healthy boundaries. You're inspired and willing to do transformation. You have opened your heart so that things can come in. And so the energy reciprocates by gaining traction and just getting more and more and more as time goes by. Very powerful, that. Very nice as well. It has this kind of feeling of, I don't want to say enthusiasm, it's sort of an fired up, invigorated kind of feeling, that energy. Right, so if we have a look at the fated elements, and normally I will think to myself 7 cards or 8 cards, whatever, and it was just like this time there wasn't a number. It just kept saying take another one, take another one, take another one. So there's quite a few. There's the bird flying, there's the seahorse, there's the scales, there's the knot, there's the hills, there's the basket, there's a tankard, there's a shield, there's a rainbow, there's a bow, there's a heart, there's a dark man, there's a boat. The bird flying says news is on its way. The seahorse says family matters. So news is on its way regarding family matters for many of you. I have seen that in people's readings. I have seen it in the stars. Family is a big part of everything that is happening at the moment, one way or the other. The scale says keep your life in balance. The knot says unsuccessful plans. And the hill says obstacles to overcome. So don't over-respond to this, is the main. I will mention again, because of the eclipses, things will be tumultuous. It'll be dust in the air. It'll be obscured visions of some things and too much focus on other things. Wait for the dust to settle. And this applies to things that happen within your family, it happen in relationships, whatever the case may be. Wait for September before you make any kind of big final decisions or take big actions or think, oh, this is the way it's going to be. It's not. There's a lot of things at the moment that it is just dust in the air. And when the dust settles, you're going to see things very differently. So whatever this family situation is, wait for the dust to settle. Wait almost a month for the dust to settle before you actually make any kind of judgmental final decisions on it. The basket says recognition, reward for merit. The tankard says celebration, fun and enjoyment. So there's a little bit of different energy coming in there. I think projects, creative projects at the moment is where there is going to be due reward coming in. Where you have applied yourself creatively to life, you're going to see reward and merit coming in there. The shield says you need to defend yourself. The rainbow says the most difficult part of a situation is over. So something has not quite reached its conclusion yet. Something that you have needed to defend yourself about, stand your ground about, keep yourself ready and waiting for whatever was coming next in the situation is not quite over yet, but the worst of it is over now. I think what this is saying is don't go, oh, okay, fine, it's finished now, I don't have to think about it anymore. That's not the case. There's a situation, this is obviously only applying to some of you or to some of you in some areas of your life. But just stay prepared. It's not finished yet, but know the worst of it is over. What's coming next is fine. Just be aware of that. Then it says, Beau, you are highly thought of, heart, love, deep affection and caring, a dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. The boat says money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. There's romance coming in for some of you. Definitely, we have seen that already. It seems to be a dark-haired man or dark complexioned man. Very sort of narrow field there, but there we go. So for those of you that are focused into this reading, wanting to know about future relationships, that seems to be the case. And it is coming in this week, most definitely. For others of you, there seems to be some kind of windfall coming in. So there's either romantic or monetary windfall coming in for most of you this coming week that are listening to this reading, that tuned in to listen to this specific reading. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you would like a personal private reading, I'm just going to repeat again, or that amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. You can either email or go to the website and book or purchase a reading. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking and subscribing, and also to those of you that are sharing my videos, a very, very special thank you. I truly appreciate it.